Starship Troopers Invasion. Based very loosely on the Robert Heinlein novel of the same name, Starship Troopers was a betrayal to all the fans of the book, and spawned a generation of moviegoers who refused to bother with subpar adaptations. Subsequent sequels were all straight to DVD and were absolutely horrible, trying hard to actually be better than the first film, while still making sense in the world of the first film, which is like trying to unscramble eggs. I read the book in high school and it gave me some interesting ideas. The TV show, Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles, came closer to the novel and worked better in making something out of what the film was. Almost every live-action version has been called a fast-paced thrill ride that tops the original. So what about Invasion? Well, to start with, the film is entirely computer graphics, or CG. No live action, apart from the possibility of some motion control, like what was used for the TV show. The use of total CG animation is already a step up in the game because it saves on costumes, extras, sets, makeup, lighting, and all the personnel and logistics behind them. The design for the characters are more like something from the best Final Fantasy animations, and as a result, the animation is some of the best I've seen in a long time. Facial expressions, appearance, gestures, and the motion of everything is all very realistic. They also give people's faces the subtle differences to distinguish them better. Although we don't seem to be following Rico or the Roughnecks, that's okay, because in the first 30 minutes it's still closer to the book than the live-action movies ever were. And Rico, Carl, and Carmen all do make appearances in the film. As it is, this film is actually better than the original, and if CG animation had been further along when the first film came out, I wish that it had been done in this format. I won't even spoil the plot for you because it's just good. They seem to have actually finally done a decent version of the Starship Troopers story beyond the TV series. With this format, you can easily produce the films a lot quicker and better. A favorite moment is when two of the troopers quote lines from the first three films mockingly. "Would you like to know more?" and "I'm just doing my part." Unfortunately, the live-action films betrayed the book, which doesn't seem to be Paul Verhoeven's fault, since he also produced the series. Sometimes studios and executive producers mess up a film. As it is, the ending is good for the film and the series and has a scene following the end credits. I don't believe it. Perhaps it was because Sony took it over and used their people to give it decent animation. But the writing is tight, the dialogue is acceptable and appropriate, and the plot is enjoyable. There is nudity and sexuality in this, so it's not for kids or teens, but it is tasteful enough. 5 out of 5.